heater. Make sure it's in place. Dust cover. Nice and secure inside the tire. Good. Check your bearing. Outside of the tire. Check the wheel nuts all the way around. Check the hub. And valve stem. Give it a little kick. Okay. Now we know all this side of the motor. Check the mirror, port, mirror. This side here we got 7 forks we're going to check. Can you find them? Go for it.
Okay. 1,
2,
1, 2, and then there's 3, 4, and I'm gonna assume 5 and 6.
and that steel or that copper line.
Copper
That's
line? This one?
Yeah. That
Okay.
is your compressor.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's the
Alright,
7
so
one.
that's 7,
Alright.
okay, yeah.
Okay. Now you check your fluids. Just have a quick look at this side of your lights.
Yep.
Your windshield, wiper, in place and secure. Alright, grab your steering column. Get us in the play with it. All this part here, the steering components, in place and secure. That's all you got to say. Then start right at your frame. You go from your frame to your suspension, into your shock, full leaf spring, 2 U-bolts, center bolt, in place and secure. Then we're going up to the braking. You got big air line here and a smaller one, ABS line, attached to the brake pod here. ABS, in place and secure. Inside of the tire, dust cover. Thread is sufficient. Give it a check the bearing. Inside of the tire all the way around. With the valve stem right there. Check the wheel nuts all the way around. Check the hub and make sure it's not leaking. This is a much flatter kick. So we pretty well checked everything on this side. Now we're going to close the hood. Not going to lock that. Alright, right here at the mirror. Make sure your mirror is in place before. Mirrors in place, clean and not broken. Driver's window, an aerial here. Take a look in here. Feel around the door. Have a quick look at your fuses. Everything in place is secure. Have a look down here. You don't have to pull this out, but sometimes they make you. So if you have to, just flip these 2 handles up. Grab it. Come on, guys. Pull it out. Check the wiring. Secure, no corrosion. Lock it back in place. And lock the door. Okay, grab your stop sign. Okay, we're just going to have a step back here. Clearance lights at the top. DOT strips in place and secure. All my glasses in place and secure. I don't see any broken ones. 2 emergency windows, both French and English. School board logo is clear. Overall, I don't see any damage to the side of my unit. Okay, have a look under here. The first thing I'm going to check. Quick look at the transmission. Don't see any leaks in the transmission. Checking my 2 air tanks, one here and one in the middle. Check my drivetrain, my exhaust. Have a quick look at the floor and the floor rails. Look back in between them 2 rear wheels there. I don't see anything stuck in between the wheels. Okay, we'll move back a little bit. Now I'm going to check the suspension on the other side. Spring and spring hanger in place and secure. I can see the brake pod, and at the back of the brake pod I can see my cheaters in place and secure. Inside of that tire, no damage to the inside of the tire. Alright, Check our wheel. Have a check. In between the wheels, nothing there. Tread is sufficient. Have a quick look at the outside of the tire. See any cuts or blemishes. Check all your wheel nuts all the way around. Make sure they're tight. Check the hub. Check the valve stem. The outside tire. Valve stem for the inside tire. Okay, we're going to check our pressure. Sure it's good. And the mud flap. Okay. Back here we'll have a look at the stop sign here. Function really should. Okay. Now we're here. Underneath. Right now just all I'm checking here is my fuel tank, my fuel gauge. You can see a little bit of the floor, the rest of the exhaust here. And I have 2 airbags there. In place and secure, not leaking. Alright, let's move to the back of the bus. Now, check all the lights. Clearance lights to the top, school bus logo, screen visible, emergency door, well marked, glasses, not broken, lenses, open the door. Place the door. Check the seal around the door. Make sure the seal is in place on the door. Have a quick look. I don't see anything running under the radiators up there. Flares are in place and secure. Okay. That's the tow hooks here. You guys won't be using them, will you? No.
Nope. You need them? Something's wrong.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at this side of the unit. Overall, clearance lights, glass, emergency exits. DOT strips in place and secure. Overall, I don't see any damage to my unit. I'll check this quadrant quick. Okay, have a quick look underneath here. This side of the fuel tank, the four rails. See there's airbag on this side, and boys and secure. Alright, mud flap. Okay, the tire. Tread is sufficient. Outside of the tire. Check the wheel nuts all the way around. Check the hub. Valve stem here and valve stem in there. And I want to check the pressure leak. Good. Alright. Not much in there. This side here, I'll check on the opposite side. The spring hanger, air pod, and the heater. In place and secure. And here I can see the DOT PDF tank. In place, no leaks. Okay. We move along. Okay. Check the glass on the door. Seal around the door is good. Check the door. Stairwell, clear. Check the handrails. End of the bus. Okay.
I can back here.
Now, check the first aid kit. Seal is good. Just 1 sec, guys.
So when you get in, you had to make sure it was in gear or in neutral.
In neutral.
In neutral,
Yeah,
parking brake applied,
Yeah.
then chalk the wheels, and then start your check.
Okay, check the gauge on the
Fire extinguisher.
fire extinguisher
In the green.
in the green. Okay. I'm gonna sit down. Who's got the keys?
You do.
Me? Oh, you do. Alright. Yeah.
That's my coffee cup.
want to make sure that the seat belt cutter is in place, and it is.
Seatbelt cutter.
Let me look at this belt, make sure there's no cuts, and it locks, and it does. Alright, there we go. Okay, that's nothing under my pedals. I'll start my unit. Did you hit that handle?
Yeah, it was out.
Yeah, open it.
Oh, it's open? Okay.
Yeah, just leave it for it. Yeah, you gotta have that handle up there when you're doing your precheck.
Okay, I didn't. See, that handle there.
I'll slap you if you open that again. Through that door. Okay, I'm gonna check all my switches. Make sure that they're working. Boost pump, light comes on. Heater, light comes on. Smooth light. Whatever's on. Traction control. Alright, well, you just put that master on, make sure that it's working. It is. I'm not going to bother these right now. I'm going to check these fans, make sure they're operational. Noise suppression works. Alright, shut that off. That's it. All my switches. Now I'm going to check all my gauges. Okay, DEF is just under 3/4. Water temperature will come up when we're moving. Oil pressure is at 140. Okay, RPM is up. Volts are at 14 plus. Fuel is just between 1/2 and 3/4. Both our air tanks are 120 plus PSI. Alright, check our wipers. Washers. All speeds are working. Not very good wipers. Anyway, okay, now wipers. I'm gonna check my horn, and that works. Okay. Now I'm gonna shut my unit off. So I'm gonna check my air, see that my air is flowing properly. So I'm gonna turn this off all the way to accessory. I'll let this part take off. I'm not going to go anywhere until we have our wheel clock. Now I'm going to empty the air tanks. I'm doing a fan down. First thing we should hear is the warning buzzer. And our brake will pop back on. Okay. Now we're going to start our unit back up. And we're going to watch our air tanks fill up. Okay, when that gauge reaches 50 approximately, we're going to check timer from 50 to 90. Should take no longer than 3 minutes. Okay, there's 50. Buzzer went off around 70. Now we're well within our time limit, but we'll leave it till it goes. That's about 90 right there, so we're well within our time. So now we're going to wait for the air tank to completely fill and blow off or unload. In the meantime, I'm going to put my headlights on. That signal light and my ambers. We have our amber lights flashing. Light signal on. Our headlights are on. And our tanks are still building. Okay, now we're going to the back. We're going to check all those seats. They're all folded down. Check our emergency exit.
90 degrees.
Where the buzzer works when they open to a 90. When the buzzer comes on, now I'm going to open the back door up. I'm going to check my overhead overhead ambers. All three should be flashing. My left signal light should be on and my clearance light should be on. And it is. Okay, now go back to the front. We're ready inside.
Get this paperwork. Registration, insurance.
Back here. Alright, now I'm going to go inside and check the headlight. All headlights are working. My low beam headlights are on. Second light on this side is working.
Oh yeah. Are we supposed to check that? Okay.
When we come back up, we check the reds.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Alright, you guys go on in. Alright, now when you're coming up the stairs, close your door. Grab your brake stick. Now, use your left foot on the brake. Push down. Park brake off. Now I'm going to put my right signal on. High beams on. Now when I open this door, the red lights are all going to come on. Grab your paperwork. Alright, let's go outside.
Car extended.
Okay. There's 2 plates, 2 numbers. Plate number on here. SB. Regular plate. Insurance. That's the back. Okay. Right signal is working. The high beams are working. The stop sign is working. Valid. You're good. sure we can start. Alright. I'm going to check the heater on the opposite side. Yep.
Heater on the opposite side.
Loading lights are working, brake lights are off. Alright, check the heater on that side.
Check the cheater on the other side.
Alright. Okay, everybody on? Everything's working. Next step is to check your four-way flashers. Open the door. You walk around. Check the four ways. Take my wheel chocks out.
Where's it going?
Four ways are flashing.
Wheel chocks come out.
Put it back in.
Oh, this is going to need a pee again. My hands get cold.
There you go. Perform a tug test.
Yeah, every time you
Put on the brake. Put it in gear. Checking my park brake. And it holds. Set it off. Let it roll ahead a little bit. Try the service brake. And that's working. Alright. Anybody remember what's next? Huh? What's next? Come on, you guys work. Paperwork?
not paperwork.
Paperwork?
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
Not yet. Oh, our what you call it test?
Shut the headlights off.
The,
switches off.
The bus check. Put in the accessory and walk to the back of the bus because you should
Child fine.
child fine. That's what it's called.
Everything's off. Switches are everything off.
And that's the button back there. To the right, he's checking the seats, looking. There you go.
Now it's already on accessory, so I'm going to open this window. I'm going to put my foot on the brake,
You're gonna-
let the park brake off, and I'll watch my gauges. It should drop a little bit and then stop. have my window open so I can hear. And I can also see my gauges. They're not dropping. So I'm going to time that for 1 minute. And I should not drop any more than 3 psi in that 1 minute.
But now you remember that in the test. Use it. And
Yeah.
On the.
Yeah. When you do that written test?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that.
It's in there. Yeah. I'm not going to hold that long. But anyway, you get the idea. This is the way you have to set up for it. So park brake back on. Now my last student that went up there, that I trained, he forgot to do that. Pulled his park brake on. The bus rolled back. She failed him. So you really have to remember that. You never even get on the road. So that's one thing you really have to pay attention to is your braking. So, all right, now that's it. Now we've already filled the book out, but you grab your book now and do that, sign off on it, and you're ready to go. Yeah.
So that's the pre-check.
Yeah. This is what they're looking for when we go to the DMV to do your testing for school bus. This is exactly what they're going to be looking for. If you're off a little bit, I don't know how much they mark, but I know the driving part, you really have to pay attention. If you hit a curb, if you don't do your student pickup the proper way, then you could fail. So remember, when you come to a stop, you pull up, you're going to pick your students up. You have your amber lights running. You come up and you do a full stop. Once your bus is completely stopped, you pull your park brake on, put it in neutral, and leave your hand right on the stick. So you're ready to go. Now just open your door, red lights come on, load your kids. When your last kid is sitting down, put it in gear, park brake off, close your door.
Don't
move an inch until that door is completely shut, because they will mark it. I don't know how much points you lose for it, but it's pretty important that you stick to this sort of procedure that we have going here. I know it seems a lot right now, but once we do it a few more times, it'll come naturally, and you'll be able to do your walk around with no issues.
This took roughly 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But like I said, once you get used to it, your brain
you
starts.
should be able to do it within. I think they pay you for 15 minutes for your pre-check in the morning. But if it takes 20 minutes, I mean, what are you going to lose? Nothing, really. You're going to have a good feeling that you've done what you could do to make sure that this unit is in top shape before you start loading kids on it. There's nothing worse when you get out on the road and something happens. It's terrible. And it's something you could prevent it before you got on the road. That's what you're looking for. So just keep that in mind, guys.
Because right in the book it says, ultimately, who's responsible? You as a driver. You are as a driver.
Yeah,
driver.
You're the driver. So, okay, let's break this thing up.
All right.